Red Rodney here. I'm not the greatest speech giver or orator, so I'm probably going to do this video in cuts. Wanted to take a minute to introduce myself and thank those of you that have followed me along so far in these first few videos of my channel. I appreciate the support, all of the comments, the questions, the encouragement. It's been just amazing. I wanted to put a little something on YouTube so my few friends and family back home in Alaska could follow along, and it's really kind of started to take hold. There's a lot of people that seem to be interested in my videos, so I'm honored, I'm humbled. Thank you. Also, for those of you that don't know, I'm sure many of you do, got Brickey here with me. Brickey was created by Abraham Reyes, known as Rifle, last year, and dropped off at Neil Gap a couple days before he started his no-boat through hike, and hikers have picked up Brickey and taken him all the way to Katahdin, and he's found his way back. So anyway, I'm glad to have Brickey join me this morning. So everyone say hello to Brickey. Hey, I'm Red Rodney. My name is Rodney Huey. I'm 52 years old. I'll be 53 in June, so I'll turn 53 on the trail. And I've been following AT videos for quite a few years now. I met a buddy at the VFW in Talkeetna, Alaska, where I'm from, post 3836. Many years ago, gosh, probably 10, 12 years ago. He told me about how when he was done serving, came back home to the States, he got on the AT, and it was great medicine for him. He couldn't speak well enough about the AT, the friends that he made, his family, all the experiences, the weight that he lost, the problems that he overcame. The idea really started to take hold on me, like I say, 10, 12 years ago. The last 4 or 5 years, I've been watching all sorts of YouTube videos. It started with some of the big YouTubers, Dixie, Ryan, Taylor, the New Hampshire hiker, and several others. And just watching those daily tidbits of their adventures lit a spark in me. The last 10 years, I've owned a Airbnb facility providing lodging and hospitality to Alaska tourists as they come up to Denali National Park, or climbers as they come up to climb Mount McKinley. Talkeetna's got a small airport with several flight seeing operations that shuttle climbers up to base camp with their gear to start their climbs. I sold my business in December of 2024, and I decided that I wanted to make a road trip from Alaska down to the United States and see my dad and stepmom for the holidays. It had been several years since I spent any time with them. While I was there, I made plans to do some road tripping around the country with a buddy, and then he had some medical issues pop up and had to cancel. My AT trip was already scheduled for April 24th of this year, and when my road trip got canceled, and I watched some of the newer YouTubers that are out there, the guys that are out there on the trail right now this year, Metro, Atypical Hiker, some of those guys, Wolfie, it inspired me to just go ahead and start my hike early. So a little post edit here. Absolutely cannot forget Wing It. He's been really instrumental with some amazing advice for me as I was getting into this hike this year. I'm really glad I found his channel on YouTube. I can't thank him enough. He's just had nothing but support, a lot of words of encouragement, and probably the most important inspiration of all of the YouTubers that have inspired me along the way. So I just want to take a minute to especially point out Wing It, because I did not mention him with some of the earlier videos. Thanks, bro. I got what gear I needed to get and made my way to Amicalola Falls, and that's where the videos start up. You guys see the problems I had with deliveries that kept me at Amicalola Falls for several days. I had the issue with my Z-Packs pivot tent that wasn't completely manufactured when it was sent to me, which caused a delay. Got that resolved in pretty quick order. I have to give Z-Packs credit for that. Spent that last night at Amicalola Falls, not in the lodge like I did the other 5 nights, but in the campground testing the tent out, and then got on trail from there on January 29th. I was supposed to start January 24th. So that brings us here. I'm sitting at Green Dragon Hostel this morning. I came in from Unicoi Gap night before last. Went out yesterday morning and did a 6-mile hike from Blue Ridge Gap southbound to Dick's Gap. Today I'm going to take a zero. I got to catch up on a couple of videos and do my taxes. And then my responsibilities will be over with for the rest of the trail. Tomorrow, I'll be getting back on trail at Unicoi Gap and hiking to Dick's Creek. That's about a 17-mile stretch. It's going to require an overnight and some pretty steep ups and downs on that one. It's going to be a challenging section to do. And when I come down off of that, Green Dragon Hostel will pick me back up. I'll spend one more night with them, and they will drop me back off at Blue Ridge Gap on Wednesday morning to finish my last 2 miles of Georgia and cross the border into North Carolina. So let's get into the channel name. Blazed Infused. I hope the blazed is obvious. It's for the white blazes that I'm following on the Appalachian Trail. The fuse part comes in where I had my double level, double disc lumbar fusion surgery back in March of 2024. So it's been just about 10 months since they cut me open and put a bunch of screws in my back. And I feel like I've been healing pretty well from that. But it was a long recovery. You know, I was up and walking around pretty quick, but you know, as far as my core goes, that still needs a lot of strengthening. There were a lot of things that I couldn't do for several months. I started getting depressed. I started drinking too much. Gained a whole bunch of weight. I was 220 pounds when I had the surgery, and when I started the trail, I was 289 pounds. A lot of that was from heavy drinking, from the depression issues that I went through. Amazingly, I've only been on trail for a couple of weeks. I've already lost 20 pounds. That's really been a blessing. And I'm generally just getting on trail to strengthen my core, get myself fit again, get my mind right, and hopefully get myself as healthy as I've ever been in my 50s. So I'm in better shape getting into my 60s and 70s. Definitely feel like this is going to be a better jumping off point to getting old, doing what I'm doing now, than sitting where I was even 3 months ago. Just not good. I feel like this is a pivotal time that could really change the trajectory of the rest of my life. So I'm not going to ramble on and on and on. I just wanted to give you guys a few facts about myself so you could get to know me a little bit. And I want to thank you once again for tuning in and giving me all the wonderful comments, the encouragement, the love, the support, and we'll see you down trail. Tell them bye, Brickey. Bye. And last but not least, and certainly most importantly, I'd like to thank Heather. I met Heather in the days leading up to starting my thru-hike. She's been an absolute angel. I don't mean like just a trail angel. She's been an absolute angel. She's helped me with my gear, with resupply. She's come out and hiked with me. She's been wonderful, an amazing friend. I had no idea when I rolled across the Georgia state line that I was going to run into her. and she's just been absolutely amazing. So most importantly, most instrumentally to the successful start of this hike, I just want to say thank you to Heather. With that, I'll sign off. Thanks, guys.